This is KGW News at noon.
We start with breaking news and an arrest in connection with the disappearance of an Oregon City woman. The Clackamas County SWAT team arrested a man early this morning, and he's now charged with murder. Kara Taylor was last seen at her home on Jefferson Street on Tuesday, July 25th. Then she was reported missing 2 days later. Oregon City Police, the Clackamas County Major Crimes Unit, and the FBI all conducted a joint search for Taylor on Saturday. They searched her home and say evidence led them to believe that Taylor was dead. Around 12:30 this morning, they went back to the house and arrested 47-year-old Jamin Fritsch, who lived with Taylor. We don't know the relationship between the two. KGW's Mike Benner is working to learn more and will have an update this afternoon on the news at 4. Also breaking news in Cedar Hills, where a house fire has injured at least 3 people. This started just over an hour ago at a home on Lynn Ridge Avenue. Tualatin Valley Fire and Rescue tweeted out these pictures. They say 2 people were treated and taken to the hospital, and another was treated on scene. The fire spread to 2 houses. It's now under control, but there is major damage to both of the homes. An investigator is heading to the scene to figure out how the fire started.
It weighs on all of us to see that carnage, to see the families devastated. I have lost track of how many times I've had to go tell a parent that their child will not be coming home.
City leaders, including Sergeant Ty Engstrom of the Portland Traffic Division, are urging drivers to slow down and stop driving intoxicated. During the month of July, Portland reported the highest number of traffic fatalities in a decade. It's been a deadly year as well, with 43 people dying in traffic crashes. Many of these have happened at notorious trouble spots like Southeast Powell Boulevard and 82nd Avenue. During a press conference outside of City Hall today, some people shouted at Commissioner Mingus Mapps and other city leaders for not doing enough.
Here in Portland, 2 factors are strongly associated with traffic deaths. These factors are speed and driving while impaired. Portland could cut traffic deaths in half today if Portlanders embraced just 2 common sense practices. Number 1, don't speed, and number 2, don't drive impaired.
Mapps is also calling for more collaboration with state and federal agencies to make roads safer. Right now, there are 33 active wildfires burning in the state of Oregon. We'll start with the Priceboro fire near the Lynn-Lane County border. It threatened homes about 20 miles north of Eugene when it started Friday night. It's burned more than 300 acres, but is now 45% contained. And just east of Eugene, the Bedrock fire continues to grow and is only 5% contained. It's been burning in the Willamette National Forest for 2 weeks now. It's grown to 13,000 acres, but that number is expected to be higher when crews fly over today with infrared technology. The state's largest fire is in southern Oregon. The Flat Fire is burning between Gold Beach and Grants Pass in Curry County. It's burned more than 33,000 acres and is 39% contained. More favorable weather conditions over the next couple of days should help keep the fire from spreading. So that is a bit of good news. Let's check in with Rod. You're talking cooler temps and more humidity.
Yeah, the fact that we're not seeing much of the state up into the 90s, humidity factors that often can be 25 or 30% during the day have actually been more like 45% to even 50% at times during the afternoon, and that's considered relatively high for us. So these are the temperatures currently at noon. Portland 73. There are some warmer spots. Eugene sitting at 80. The Dow's 80, and there may be a couple spots just get up to 90 today. Here on the west side, the tail is we're now starting to see increasing sunshine after the morning clouds. But out east, it's a different story. We have thunderstorms that are still rolling. We've had quite a bit of lightning detected already today with these storms up into eastern Washington and also out over the Blue Mountains. This shows you the current lightning detection outside of John Day, Baker City, The concern here is small hail, some gusty winds. So far, most of the lightning has been accompanied at least with some rain, but certainly we have lightning that's been numerous in areas that are not getting just, dumped on. So that presents the risk for some lightning to produce new fire starts, being monitored, of course, carefully this afternoon. I mentioned we're starting to clear out a little bit. Here's Cannon Beach Live right now. You can see the sun starting to come out, 66 degrees, really clearing out in Washington County. That's the Reserve Vineyards and Golf Club out in Aloha. One of the warmer spots at 76. Downtown Portland looking off to the east, cloudy, but in downtown itself, we're starting to see a little bit of sun. We're at 73. I have today's high at 84 degrees. We have one more rain chance, and then after that, temperatures start doing this, going up. We'll have that in my complete forecast coming up.
We'll see you then. Thank you, Rod. A small business in Southeast Portland is frustrated. Burglars have hit Red Castle Games for the third time. KGW's Thomas Schultz talked to the owner, who says this time he's out 15 grand.
Instead of decks of cards and board game pieces lining Red Castle Games, it's shattered glass strewn across the floor. Staff who spend free time playing their favorites are instead tasked with finding out what was taken.
I'm not even really sure. I can't remember what game was there, but they definitely decided they liked that one.
Security footage shows two burglars enter the store just before 2 Sunday morning. After scooping up games, they used a crowbar to pry open a locked door to get to valuable trading cards.
I would ballpark it at least 15 to 20,000 of just that stuff.
Entire shelves were cleared out.
I did call the cops.
Although neighbors called 911, it was 4 hours before police arrived. Footage shows the thieves were in the store the whole time. Macetic says he's already spent $15,000 replacing windows from past burglaries. He's worried he could lose his insurance. If that happens, he doesn't know if Red Castle Games, a store beloved by neighbors, can stay afloat. Down the street at Portland Mercado,
yes,
the story is the same. The front door of Thelma Aquino's Market has been kicked in 3 times.
Every time we have to spend like almost $1,400 each time.
That money comes out of her pocket too. Businesses aren't alone.
It's repeating. It's all the time. It's nonstop.
Todd Littlefield, vice chair of the Lentz Livability Neighborhood Association, says crime has skyrocketed, something Red Castle staff know all too well.
We already had to replace the window right that they broke the last time.
Rashad Florence, who moved to Portland 2 years ago, found friends and community at the store.
It's like a family-esque kind of board shop situation because we have a nice cafe, got good ambiance.
Despite the good ambiance, there's only so much Macetic can take.
Probably this one we would survive, but I don't know if we would another one.
Thomas Schultz, KGW News.
3 firefighters died when 2 helicopters collided in midair in Southern California. Those choppers were heading to a wildfire in the desert east of Los Angeles. One of the helicopters crashed, the other managed to land. A CAL FIRE division chief, a fire captain, and the pilot lost their lives.
And although this was a tragic event, we are also thankful today that it wasn't worse. The individuals in the first helicopter were able to land safely without incident, and no one else was hurt.
The helicopter crash sparked a separate 4-acre wildfire that was later put out. The NTSB is investigating the cause of the crash. Well, a Florida man is back on dry land after a fishing trip took a terrible turn. This video shows the moment the U.S. Coast Guard rescued 25-year-old Charles Gregory off the coast of St. Augustine. He was found in his partially submerged 12-foot boat. He says a wave smashed it and he almost drowned. His family had all but given up hope when the Coast Guard found him alive.
We cannot thank the Coast Guard, Fire Rescue, St. Augustine, everybody, the paddle boarders, everybody. We just want to say thank you so much.
Gregory is suffering from dehydration and a severe sunburn.